everybody. I actually wanted to do this video today because I got a really cool product in the mail today, a gift, not really a gift, something I actually bought, and it is fantastic. It's something that I've been wanting for a very long time, and I finally got it because I had the money for it. So let me grab it real quick. Alright, so all of you in the haunted house industry, haunted attraction industry, movie industry, special effects people, all that kind of stuff, you guys know what this is. For those of you who don't know what it is a very awesome thing to own. I bought myself a silicone mask from the company ShatteredFX, and this creature is called Grendor the Goblin. It was actually, I think, the last one they had, I believe, or one of the last ones they had. They were getting rid of. They came out with a new model, so this was super cheap. And the new model has teeth in it and stuff, and that's pretty much the only thing that's different about it in the new one. But this is the older model. I got it shipped out. They shipped it to me very fast, which was awesome. They got it here in 3 days, and it was quite awesome. The amount of detail in this mask is really awesome, and we're gonna go up the close-ups in just a little bit about it, in a little bit with it. Sorry. But right now, I just kind of want to go over, you know, this mask, its character, and the company, because ShatteredFX is actually pretty cool. Alright, so before I actually go into the mask itself, some of the cool things that came with the mask in the package, of course, is all their brochures and stuff. But these are actually brochures I actually want to look at because they're actually pretty awesome. Most of the stuff you can find on their website, ShatteredFX.com. So also what you get is a 3 stickers for your car, or for your whatever you want to put them on. Definitely gonna put this one on my car. Great company to work for, to actually order our stuff from. These are really cool stickers. They have really cool masks. So I'm definitely gonna put some of these around my car. One of them on my car, and the rest two somewhere else around my house and something. All right, so I had to hop over everywhere. The next thing that you get with your mask is paper, more paper, which is actually kind of cool. This paper is actually worth looking at. This is a pamphlet with all their masks in it for this season. They do every mask company, ShatteredFX, Immortal Mask, and all the other companies that make them. Each year they design and create new masks. Sometimes they keep the ones from the previous years or whatever. But this is a pamphlet with all the masks they have, the full mask and the half mask. And they have some really cool things in here. I want to buy them all, but of course I don't have the money. And their cheapest full mask actually is the one of the ones I got was the cheapest one. The one I got was one of the cheaper ones. But they usually start at about $300 to $400, somewhere between there at least. And they go all the way up to like some companies run them for like $1,200 plus for a mask, and it gets really expensive for the detailing and all that. But ShatteredFX has some like really great price masks, super affordable. They also sell a thing that most companies, actually I don't think any other company sells. They actually make half masks. I don't know if you can see that, but it actually is just a silicone face up into the ears, and the ears right behind the ears it cuts off, and it's just black black material that goes on the neck and the back of the head. Unlike the full mask, which has the silicone everywhere. But the half masks actually they're all $300. So those are more affordable than the ones full for like $500. But you know, if you want to like get started, I suggest doing the half mask. If you've never worn them before and you want to kind of get used to it, get the half mask. Start with that. But yeah, so you get that pamphlet with all the masks in it. And then the next thing you get is they have a Facebook and YouTube thing on the back of this, but this is the instructions for keeping your mask clean and durable, and store it correctly, all that kind of stuff. These are your instructions. It has 9 instructions on it with a lot of information. Very useful for people who've never dealt with this before. I highly recommend reading this very thoroughly, and it's very detailed, which is fantastic for people who don't know how to do all this kind of stuff. So you get that, and the last thing you get in the box is their lifetime warranty certificate, which is fantastic. This is one of the only reasons I decided to go with ShatteredFX, because they have this awesome lifetime warranty. If your mask rips, tears, stretches too much, and something happens to it, something happens, whatever, I don't know, they will fix it for free. So you just ship it to them, pay for shipping, and they will fix it for you for free, and they send it back to you. So I mean, you can't get any better than that. Free warranty, free lifetime warranty. So as long as they're in business, which they'll be in business forever because they're an awesome company, you get a free lifetime warranty, which is awesome. So that's a huge plus for using ShatteredFX. Alright, now onto the fun stuff. I know it's just kind of boring. This mask. So like I said, this is Grendor the Goblin. Everybody say hi. Believe it or not, these masks are actually very heavy. People think that silicone is very, very light, and they see actors in haunted houses around like, oh, that's so cool, I want one. And a lot of people can't handle the weight. This thing weighs a good 3 or 4 pounds. Maybe 5, I don't know. And it goes in your head, it doesn't feel as heavy, but it is heavy just from picking it up like this. It's very, very heavy. And silicone is very thick material to use, very thick liquid substance to use to make masks. So like when it completely sets, it just gets really thick. And these masks are super thick because they're very durable. Silicone's very durable material. It is supposed to not rip and tear, but it does happen. In fact, I might rip and tear this one at some point in time. I'm sure I will. And you got to be careful with these masks because all the stress points, such as like the eyes in the corner of the eyes, all the creases, the ears, the mouth, and even around the nose and stuff where it's super thin, you'll notice that the thickest part of the whole mask is going to be on the neck, this neck flap, excuse me, and the back of the head, where there's no that much carved in detail like there is in the face with all the wrinkles and the ears and stuff. There's holes so you can hear out of, and if I flip it inside out, you can see a little hole right here, so it's already stretching like that. And they put, just like most mask companies, they'll put this mesh-looking stuff over the hole to keep it from ripping, to help support it. It's kind of like putting rebar in concrete. So you have all that, but you do want to be careful with the stress points because they will rip very easily. And this mask is super thick, so I mean it should last me a good few years before anything happens, hopefully. You know, like I said, stuff happens. Silicone is a great material to use for a mask. I used to, last year, or 2 years ago when I worked in a haunted house, I wore latex mask, and they look exactly the same, but they're not as realistic. It's more of a paper material feel, I guess. This is a rubbery feel. This looks more like skin compared to latex. Latex rips easier, and latex is also extremely hot to wear. Silicone, such as this, actually is not that hot. The weird thing about wearing silicone that I notice a lot is when I put the mask on, the biggest thing that happens every single time, you can wear it for 5 minutes, like for me, you start sweating, but you don't know you're sweating because the silicone, the whole mask adheres to your face. It's like a suction cup when you put it on. You can't move around in it. I mean, you can move, but like, you can't feel certain parts of your body on your face, so you don't feel yourself sweating. So when you actually take it off, you take it off and your face is like all wet and it's like, oh my god, what happened? So these things are not hot. It's very well insulated, so you are cool, you're comfortable in it. This mask is extremely tight on me because I have a really big head, but it is very, very comfortable and very flexible, very durable as well. So those of you who don't actually put on a mask, any kind of mask, silicone or latex, you don't want to ever grab it like this and pull it over your face, because what's going to happen is you're going to rip it. You're going to rip this back part. Some masks, see, this one actually has it right on the back side behind the ears, because they use moldings and like mounts to make these. It's actually a very thick line of silicone right here, and it's very, very thick. So technically, you would grab it like that if you wanted to. I don't ever do it like this and pull and put it over your head if you have a small head. But me, no. What you're supposed to do, the technical thing you're supposed to do, is basically put your hands in like you're praying inside the mask evenly, facing the ears, and then you want to pull the mask away like that. Stretch it out, just like that, and stick your fingers out in it to pull it apart too. That way you stretch the whole thing, and this thing is meant to stretch, so don't worry about ripping it. But you just want to pull it out, pull it apart, and then you just slide it on your head, forehead first. Don't ever go hair first. If you're bald, it doesn't really make a difference, but if you have hair, just like every person that's going to be watching this, you don't want to go hair first like this and put it on, because what's going to happen is you're probably going to rip it because it's your head is wider in the back. But as well, just come on. The hair is also going to make the mask slide across your head, so it's going to be very difficult to get on. So you always want to put it on forehead first. That's the easiest way. You don't have to do it like that. Like I said, if you have a small head, you can put it on any way you want. But the safest and right way to do it is to spread your hands like this in it and put it on forehead first. Sorry, this thing is ridiculous. Alright, this is a brand new mask, so I'm just trying to stretch it out. So, so I'm going to go ahead and put it on forehead first. And I'm sorry in advance for the speech impediment I have. Alright, so now you have to spend 5 minutes working this thing on your face. So, there are ear holes in this. Most masks do come with ear holes, but make sure that you don't do them yourself. Go ahead and just kind of fix it on. You want to make it perfect so it actually moves with your facial expressions. If you don't put it on right, like this right here, my lips are completely unaligned with the mouth. The way these masks are built are, there's actually like a curve in the lip going like that on the bottom one and going up, or going up on the top one. So your lip just kind of rests in there. It's kind of like sucking on a sucker, kind of. Oh, you know, a pacifier, not a sucker. And you just want to kind of fit it on tightly. ShatteredFX makes their mask with their eyes, their eye holes very small, which is what I love, because I see other companies do the eyes coming out to like here, and then you got to color in your eyes before you put the mask on to make it blend in, and I don't like that. This covers up all of your eyes, so you don't even see my eyelids at all in this. And alright, so it's all nice and tight. It's super tight. I mean, especially like right here. I have a big head, so it's very, very tight on me. And all you want to do now is tuck the neck into your shirt, like so, and there you go. And this mask is officially on my body. So like some masks, this one is not really designed for that, but you can move your eyebrows and your cheeks and your facial muscles, your mouth muscles, all your facial muscles and your mouth muscles in it, and you can actually see them. This one I can only do my eyes and open them a little bit and stretch my eyebrows up here and talk. Now you do have the mouth, of course you breathe out of. You also have the nose. The nostrils are actually cut out so you can breathe through your nose. I am unfortunately congested right now, so that's not possible. So I'm just talking like I have Botox right now, and I'm just smiling as I talk to you. So yeah. But this is an incredible mask. It fits so well. It's very durable, very thick, very strong, and it makes me look super red from the neck, as you can see. So it's pretty cool. Yeah. So yeah, this is Grendor the Goblin. I guess I should say how much I paid for it. I only paid $430 for the mask. That was a 3-day shipping, because they add that in there, which is actually totally worth it, because when you order something like this, you just want it immediately. So $430, $440, something like that. That's what I paid total for this thing, and that is the cheapest you can find pretty much for masks like this. Normally, if you go to CFX or Immortal Mask or what is some other company, whatever mask companies are out there, they're going to run way, way higher. You are going to get a product that is more detailed. This is a very basic mask. There's not a lot of detailing on it because it's just a goblin. But things that, such as like zombies and you know, they have like Frankenstein monsters and stuff. Those are going to be way higher in price, because they involve way more detailing, even on the back of the head too. This has nothing on the back of the head, so it's just bald everywhere. So there's like no detailing. So it just doesn't cost as much. That's why I got it. Those masks with all the detailing, they can start at $800. So you know, if you want to spend the money and get a super detailed mask, go to one of these 3 websites, these companies, and buy one of their masks. ShatteredFX has some great high quality masks that cost more, but are totally worth it. But these actually are really cool. And the cool thing is that each company that you find with masks has different characters. No one has the same character. So these are the only guys who make the Goblin. And I really just fell in love with the Goblin. And it's just really cool to wear. Each company has different characters. So the only reason you go from company to company is to find the right character that you want to, wear. If you want Frankenstein, I believe ShatteredFX has a Frankenstein. If you want more of sci-fi creatures, CFX has some great sci-fi creatures. And Immortal Mask has some great sci-fi creatures as well, and monsters and stuff. ShatteredFX has more of monsters, realistic monster masks, which are awesome. They have some fantastic masks on their website. So ShatteredFX is one of my favorites because they have some really great characters to pick from. But go check out everyone, CFX.com, ShatteredFX.com, ImmortalMask.com, and whatever other companies there are. Those are the three major ones that are here in the United States that are based here in the US. So, go check those three websites out. Go see what you can do. Also, one advantage of using ShatteredFX, especially for me, was that I got to pay with PayPal and PayPal credit. If you're into that, I always preach about that for everything at the end of my videos. That's one of the top 5 reasons I chose ShatteredFX anyway, because I couldn't afford it without that. So I think they're the only company I think that takes PayPal, I believe. Some people might think more, I don't know. But one of us is like PayPal and PayPal credit now, which is only later until like up until last week. So if you want to use that to pay, which is what I used, pay it off over time, you can do that. If not, if you have the money, go ahead and buy it. It's fantastic. It's totally worth it. And until next time, I will see you guys later.